Well, g'day tubes, how's she hanging? So look, we got a rainy day. It actually just started about an hour ago. There was apparently a tornado touchdown about 2 roads over and about 3 roads up from me, which is probably a long ways off, really, but you know, out in the country kind of thing, right? So I was just up at my buddy at the dealership there, where I get all the motorcycles and stuff from, doing stuff, and power went out there. He's like, "Oh, guess we're done for the day." And then we were sitting there, and we had all our, you know, phones out, these things, with the lights on, and he was writing stuff on paper for me, we'll say, and then the power come back on, and then it went out for a couple of seconds, then it was back on, and it was okay. So, but anyways, I'm just actually heading down our main street, Orangeville here, main drag. Holy cow, bud, what are you doing? But anyways, I'm heading down the main street here. Just come from my insurance agent, so we had to make a change there. And yeah, so not too much else happening today other than kind of this. My roof guys, of course, didn't show up, and he said he would, and you know, but he never did. So I kind of figured that would happen as it rains. They love taking days off, right? So like everybody, so understandable. But anywho, we're just gonna run in here and grab a Hortons, and you know, this guy looks pretty good now, but I didn't really get that black when I was sitting up there at the dealership. Well, these two are drowned rats. Holy. Anyhow, go in and dry yourself off in the hand dryer, I guess. So we're just gonna go through the Hortons drive-through and grab us a Hortons and I guess head her home. So anyways, it's just been one of them sort of BS kind of days, you know, where you really can't seem to get anything accomplished. I did get some weed whacking done this morning, sort of before lunchish kind of thing, but still really haven't done like anything all day. Just little things of this, little things of that, little things of this, little things of that. I actually did one thing for one of my buddies there. He needed some, I'll show you maybe when we get back, some brackets for, they have a log house, and they have the sliding barn doors for the kids' bedrooms, kind of different, but they were flopping out of the wall from this, so he wanted some little brackets for underneath where the door would slide and then lock on, right? So it would just kind of, not like this, so I guess they didn't like the way they were working there, so I made him some little brackets today, and I just threw some gray primer on it, because I can't remember now what color he said he wanted them. I think he wanted them black, but I can't remember. So I'll have to give him a little text there and see what color he was wanting, because I can't remember. I think it was black, but I can't remember now. So, but anyways, yeah, I just basically bent them out of, I think it was like 1.5 inches by, he already had them pre-cut for lengthwise, and I just had to put them in the vise and then bang, 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 and then bend them to like a, sort of like a, this shape kind of thing. So starting here, mounts it on the wall here, goes down, 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 and then the door slides through it like that, right? If you know what I mean. So I'll show you them when we get back, but they come out pretty good just for cold beating them in the vise. You know, drill a hole in them so you can mount them to the wall, and should be all good. Oh, I gotta move up. Hang on. All right. Well, I guess instead of looking at my ugly mug, maybe we'll just point the old iPhone here out of the window and then drive her home. And you know, it's not too far from my house to here, so. But no, I haven't really been mentioning too much about the thingy place I was at, the dealership today and stuff, but she'll all come out in a few days, boys. He's paid now, we'll say, and he's putting the gas in her and getting her ready. So yes, it is another motorcycle, but I'm not telling you really what yet. So no, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you. Big secret. Big secret. For probably, depends on the weather too. I didn't get it home, but he said he'd call me tomorrow. But I'm more like thinking probably Thursday-ish. Probably Thursday-ish. But anyway, so it all, like I say, depends on the weather. The weatherman. So, come on, light. Stupid advanced lights. Come on, light. Let's go, light. Light. Thank you. So we're coming up to, this is Town Line, and then the main Broadway they call it, and then we're coming up to, this is Highway 10, which is a 4-lane highway the whole way down to the city now, and there's a lot of traffic that turns left into town here, and a lot of turns out, and oh good, we got a green, can you believe her? They got enough that they got 3 lights right here just to show you what's going on, right? So let me tell you, this is one very busy intersection pretty much all the time. 4 lanes going nuts here all the time. And basically there's a lot of north, oh nice bud, I could have gone and you signal at the last friggin' second. What a doughhead. But anyways, yeah, there's a lot of traffic that just goes like the way we're going now. Oh, it's nice and bright now. Oh, look at that. Wow, it's like, whoa, it's all bright. I can't see what's going on here. But yeah, anyways, I just really didn't have any time for movie time today for making videos, so I thought, oh, I'll just do a little driving home kind of video, and you know, I really got a whole lot to say about nothing, but I'm sure we can think of something to flabble our gums about. But oh, don't want to get scared of this light. So yeah, this is just the old iPhone video thing, so it's a little shaky. But could be worse and then more like this, but you know, not too bad. Not too bad. Pretty good for me, just, you know, arm resting my arm on there and then holding the thing in my hand, and oh man, and tripoding it with my arm, right? Basically. So yeah, it looks almost like that storm's passed, but it was supposed to be like severe storms all day or something, and she didn't really start till, well, it's only 4 o'clock now. It didn't really start till about 3, quarter after 3. Oh, for corn snakes. Man, oh man, the dead phone never stops, only when the battery dies. Which is really nice when it does, holy cow. But anyways, back to work again, boys. That's all you can say. Back to work again. So pretty well home. I guess I'll head her in. There's not really much I can do outside today. Oh, I gotta show you those brackets, that's right. And give him a text and see what color he wants them, because I think it was black, but I just can't remember now. I told him I'd prime them, so I got him at that stage now. So it was fairly precise measurements to bend the stuff at, and they actually come out not too bad. It's just a little bit easier than cutting it and then putting a 90 and then welding it, right? So, but anywho, let's head her in the garage here, and I'll show you what I've been talking about. So that's a little bracket there, so that actually gets mounted on the wall like that, so when they slide the door closed, I think it was, or open, or I can't remember, closed I guess, they'll have something to kind of lock onto, right? So yeah, those were just flat steel like that, and I just, you know, bent them in the vise and rock on. Give them some probably black, and then they'll be good to go. So sweet. Alright, so just at the back, I had to check something here, and I'll show you something back here. These little turds here. Oh man, look at all these turds here. Holy friggin' crap. They bring all their Canada geese in training in and make a freaking huge mess. I cannot get any grass to grow right now because these little turds, as you can see, well, maybe you can't really, but as you can see, they're pretty much walking head down, the little ones. Peck, 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 peck. Just chewing the crap out of my nice, fresh, tender little grasses. These are also the little turds that I've been chewing and eating and chewing at my nice, tender little corn that I'm trying to grow back there. That's not growing, it's screwed now because they've totally screwed it. What a freaking nightmare. And the worst thing of all is weed whacking and getting some of that stuff splashed in your face. The turds. It's not very nice. What in the frick is going on here now? Yeah, the turds are not very nice. I know exactly where they're going right now. There's a plot just up here that I just seen a couple, oh, there's new stuff there, and they're freaking right out going to go eat it. So I'm gonna have to do something about these guys. I don't know what. Just absolutely insane. They're just, hang on a second, I'm gonna switch cameras again. So, like, what do you do about these things other than just getting a shotgun out and start just freaking capping them all? But look, like, they're all over this nice fresh grass that's never gonna grow because they keep picking the crap out of it. Get out of the way, you turds. Man, there is so many of these. I wish they just let us go hog wild and start blasting these things to get the population under control, because each pair of adults has like 15 freaking babies a year. I mean, those kind of numbers, it's ridiculous. Look at these ones. They're just starting to get the actual colors of the geese, versus these guys are still like little duckly looking things, right? So, oh man, they freaking take over. They're just gonna go here and completely annihilate like everything. They don't sit and pick and pick and pick and pick and pick and pick like a chicken does until there's nothing left. They'll just kind of keep walking through and then grabbing bits as they go. But you get like a storm of them going through like once or twice a day. They'll do like tours through. I mean, it doesn't take long, especially this nice new fresh tender stuff here. They just pick that right clean, right? And I've tried everything with super leaf fertilizing a plot that's, you know, enough that it's not going to actually like kill the grass. But oh no, they just eat that too. It's like, really, little turds, man. And they run away from you, you know. But if you're good with a shotgun or something, maybe not right here in the monuments, but if you get them maybe in the empty back field or something there, you could start capping all these. Like, look at them all. Like, holy cow, like they're babies and stuff. Okay, I know it's a species and stuff, blah, 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 blah. You're going to be hugging geese and stuff, whatever they call that, but really, you got to keep stuff like that under control, because they'll just take right over, you know. They'll be like, this whole entire place will be full of them, because they don't migrate now. They don't, about 98% of them don't leave anymore, because it's like nice enough up here, or they'll maybe just go down to like Toronto or stuff, where it's like summer all year round there, right? Whereas they used to migrate down south. They'd fly down south. Geese fly south for the winter, right? Well, not anymore. So, I don't know. They're going to have to like open it up for like a week where you could just go out and blast the crap out of them just to get them all under control again, eh? Because this is really nothing, these ones here. You walk down in like anywhere in Toronto, they don't have to mow their grass because it's clipped right down to the dirt by them things, you know. And then they leave all the rockets laying all over the place for you. And it's like, it's supposed to be a nice park. And these things have moved in and taken over, you know. And it's not like, well, man, push them out of their habitat. No, don't give me that crap. They've just taken right over and taken over our habitat that we've made, you know. And yes, they should be out in the middle of a lake somewhere where there's a lake there. I don't know why. I guess there's nothing for them to eat out there, but oh man, it just freaking drives you nuts. Like, I tried my hardest this year to get a little bit of a garden going there, and no, I don't even know if the pumpkins are going to do any good. I might even just plow her all back in. I don't know what to say, but it's very, very frustrating, because you actually have to get a permit to I was reading on it the other night there to see what I could do. You actually have to get a permit to be able to lethally get rid of these things, like shoot them, basically, right? To shoot them, you have to have a, I can't remember the exact name for it, but it's a blah 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 permit, and it's like, really? Oh man, like, it's a protected migratory bird, even though they don't migrate anymore. It's a protected bird, so it's like, really? Wow. The guy that's made this rule up sits in an office somewhere, has no idea how many actual bazillions of them are out here. Just in this area, we'll say, you know, from here to Toronto, there's probably easily 500,000 of these stupid things. And that's only like within an hour's drive of each point A to point B, right? So it's like, oof, man, this is like getting insane. But the thing is with these guys, once this is like the third year now they've come in to do this, their eating grounds, we'll call it. Once they're pretty much where those ones were starting to look like the actual goose, once they're that size and a little bit bigger, they don't come in anymore. They stay out then. So It's just like the nice tender grass that they like to, and the tender plants, the tender stuff to get them going, you know. So I guess they can't get that out in the lake there or whatever. But why they've started coming in here, I don't know. It's a real mystery, because like this is like I was saying, like the third year it's happened. Never had it before. And the only thing I can think of is sort of the area back, sort of where we were looking at them there. I kind of cleared all those trees out by the water, and they seem to just walk up right out of the water now. So it's like, I should have left all those trees, I guess. You know, I've tried everything. I even dug like trenches and ditches and stuff down there. Nope, they still come up through that. Doesn't bother them at all. So, and actually, before they start bringing the babies in, you'll see the two adult mates. I was going to say males. Adult mates. They'll actually come flying in, land, and then she'll pig out while she's getting herself ready to pop eggs out. Chicken eggs, turkey eggs, goose eggs, some eggs. She'll pig herself right out, and then he stands there, you know, watching for her, right? While she's just mowing down. So it's like about 4 months out of the whole entire 6 months I can actually get grass to grow for the good weather, that I can't get grass to do anything. So, you know, it's not that bad part of it that they're doing this. The turkeys, the geese are doing this. But it's what I get from it after is, the grass isn't growing on my plot. What do you want me to do about it? You know, so it's like, really? So I can't get the grass to grow like it's, you know, put that tall maybe out of the ground, like half a millimeter maybe, and they'll come along, clip it off the next day, and then the people come back and it's still all like dirt like 2 months later. It's like, well, I can't get my grass to grow. It's like, it's there, it's established, but it just won't grow anymore because they keep clipping it off. But and then once they start, you know, buzzing off and not coming in so much, then it'll take off and then grow fine. But that's in like September, which is only like September, October. It starts getting cold and the leaves start falling, and that's it. So it's like fighting a losing battle here. So I don't know what to say, what to do. I was thinking of that silhouette of that llama I got painted on there, paint it black, put it out there, but they come in so many different areas. You'd have to put them like all the way around the outside of the shore there, and it's like, really? Not gonna happen. So I don't know. The only other thing I can do is get a fence put up the whole way around the outside, but that's just gonna be like, I don't know, that'd be a lot of fence. If you put like a 4-foot, 5-foot chain link fence all the way around, they wouldn't get through that. But the adults, of course, would still fly in and land, but then they wouldn't be able to bring the babies through, which would be a good thing. I don't know what to say, what would be the better way, but it's just one of those things that drives me nuts, and I can't really do anything about it, you know. So it's like, what do? Just let them do it? Then they'll buzz off. But every year they'll come back. Those, I don't know, there was probably 60, 70 babies walking around there. They're going to get mated and bring their 60, 70 babies in. So like I say, before you know it, you're going to have thousands of them back here. And it's like, what do you do? You know, what do you do? So, I don't know. It's just ridiculous how they've regulated everything, you know. Like, I got lots of armory down in my basement there that'll regulate stuff for you in no time flat, you know, but I can't do it. So, you will either be fined a lot or go to jail. So it's like, really? For shooting a bird, you're going to send me to jail? Wow. Okay, I'll eat 3 square meals a day, no problem. But I don't know. It's just such a stupid rule and stupid law. Like, same thing with, like, you know, I don't turkey hunt, but same thing with the turkeys. If you want to go turkey hunting, you got to get these. What are they? They used to be stamps, I think, or something like that, or a tag. I guess I know if you're deer hunting, you get a tag, or moose hunting, you get tags, and then you tag your animal, and then you're done, and you can't shoot anymore, right? So, but I don't know. It's so stupid. So I think they should just let you go for a week, hog wild crazy, shoot as many as you can, and then, you know, that won't kill the whole thing right out, right? Although that bird must have something to do with the ecological system, but I have no idea why, because they don't eat bugs, which is, you know, mosquitoes. They could be eating mosquitoes, but no, they just eat grass. You know, I don't really know what sort of good they're serving us, but anyways, that's a rant from me today. I hope you enjoyed her, but it's one of the things that's really ticked me off, you know, for about the last 3 years, and there's just absolutely nothing you can do with them. I guess you could have them trapped and relocated, like how I was sort of hurting them there. You get like a trailer, a closed trailer, and then so your trailer's parked here, and then you get like a fence or something and put like a big one this way and then one this way, and you kind of herd them all into the back of the trailer, and then you got to take them to your neighbor's yard and dump them off into the neighbor's yard, right? So like, what are you going to do? They're probably going to come back. They are very smart animals. Like I say, pretty much 98% all those babies will be mated and come back with their mates next year with new babies. They're pretty smart. They know where the grass is. They're not stupid. So, and another problem with back here too, which I was reading on some of the preventative methods the other night there, just going back here a little bit, preventative methods was leave your grass longer, don't cut it short so it doesn't grow up new sprouts. It's like, well, this is a cemetery. If I leave the grass long, I'm going to get freaked out about that now then. So it's like, oh, what the heck do you do, you know? So I'd really like to know what they do on like golf courses and stuff, because they must have problems, you'd think, there with them too, because that grass would be like, whoa, lush, nice stuff, right? Whereas this is kind of like sort of ratty, not super nice, but whatever, right? But yeah, I don't know if maybe they go out and start shooting them, or I know they have something called a propane explosion cannon or something like that. And it's basically, I guess, like a potato gun, and it fills the little chamber up with a bit of propane, and then it lights it and it just goes boop! And that's enough apparently to scare them. They think it's a gun or something, right? So it's more like a pop, pop. You know, when it fires, it's, you know, more like a potato gun sound instead of the lame sound I just made. But anyways, yeah, so I guess you could go with something like that, but then in here, it's like you have a funeral and all of a sudden, pop! And people will be looking around like, and you can't do that either, you know? So you're freaking got your hands tied right to your things down there, we'll say. And it's like, what do you do, you know? Like, they don't like the sound of the lawnmower, though. They'll run away pretty darn quick when they hear me coming with that, or the backhoe. They don't like that noise of the diesel, right? So that's one good thing. But yeah, I don't know what to say. But anyways, that's my rant on goose and their problems. And oh yeah, one other thing too that drives me nuts about them. I think I maybe mentioned it a little bit, but geese eat, you know, you've seen them eat. They eat 3 bites and poop once. I swear. So that's the other problem, is there are craps all over the place back there. The other day, weed whacking, and you hit a fresh pile of that stuff in your face. That ticked me off. Oh, luckily I didn't have my mouth open. Like, you know, I was just like, you know, listening to music, and it just kind of, I'm like, and it was sort of dryish. It wasn't really like splattery, like, you know, and then running down the face. Oh, but it was still freaking disgusting, you know. That is one of the major reasons why I've got the no dog policy in here now, because people will just let their dog go and thing would stop, crap all over the place, and you either get that stuck in your tires or you'd be stepping on it, and oh, that ticked me off. So that's why I got like a 24-inch by 36-inch no dogs in the cemetery sign right at the gate. And if you can't see that, which some people don't see that, and I gotta go back and say, you know, there's no dogs in here, right? Let me just roll it here. I'll show you the sign. Hang on, I gotta switch cameras again. So people come in here, you know, and then they don't see this huge sign that says no dogs in cemetery. So it's like, really? Oh, I didn't see a sign anywhere. I'm like, well, it's right at the front gate. It's 24 inches wide by 3 feet tall. You missed her. And that's not the only thing. There's smaller ones. That is that same dog with the little no thingy through it. I got like 6 of them out there too. So half the time they don't see them either. So it's like, wow, really? But it's actually been pretty good now because, you know, I've had to ream a few people out that just thought, oh, I'll just bring it in there anyways. And it's like, no, if you do that again, I'll have your dog for dinner. I got a barbecue ready to go. Not that I need a dog, but, you know, say something like that to someone, they get, oh, okay. It's like, go somewhere else. We actually have a enclosed fenced dog park up, like, just over there. And I guess a lot of people now are going there with their dog and letting them pee on each other and rolling each other's poo and all that good stuff, right? So, I don't know, I got nothing against dogs, okay? But some people just should not have a dog, you know? Especially if you live in one of these crappy little townhousey things in town here, you don't need a dog. You know, out here or sort of out in the country, a dog could, you know, if you wanted to go out and run or whatever, he could, right? But not some of these people in town. It's like, that is the stupidest idea you could ever have, you know? But anyways, that's enough rant today. I'm getting all stressed out now. I've got to go have my coffee and calm my jets a little bit. So, anywho, the next couple of days, I'll let you know what's going on at the old dealership again. And you should probably, hopefully, if you like bikes, you'll like it. If you don't like bikes, then I know there'll be negative comments put on there and thumbs downs and whatevers. But it seems to be whenever I mention anything about motorcycles or bikes, there's like instantly like 20 thumbs down. It's like, really? Why? I don't know. Don't ask me. So, but anyways, I'm going to hit her in. We'll catch you next day or so. Oh, thanks for watching, by the way.